Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on back. We got Bind coming up in just a little bit between FaZe and beastcoast. My name is Upmind, joined here by Sully. And it's been a good time thus far. That first map almost looked like a cakewalk for FaZe clan, but beastcoast kind of woke up in the second half.
Yeah, 100%. I felt like beastcoast definitely have some fire still within them. It feels like they've got something to prove. Haven was definitely their best chance of bringing us to a guaranteed third map, but unfortunately did not go their way. If you're just joining us, it is currently 1-0 for the side of FaZe clan. 13-7 was the first map, and they will be starting here on Bind, their home turf, the map that we know they are exceptionally good on. They'll be starting the attacking side, which could definitely be a little bit more difficult here at Gus and give beastcoast perhaps that little upper hand that they need to bring us to that third and final map split.
Oh, this is a nice spot.
I think split is going to be a little bit more of a challenge for FaZe, to say the very least. I mean, I say that purely because that beastcoast actually does have a good history on split, right? They've played, I think, 11 official maps of split, and they've more or less, again, no pun intended, but actually split the count on that, winning 6 out of those 11. So I think at this point, you know, maybe pushing it to a third map might be more than optimal for beastcoast, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. Round number 1. Map number 2 between these two are back and at it. Might be the last map of the night, Sully. I'll strap in.
Yeah, it definitely does feel like that. I mean, the way that FaZe have been playing on Bind, we definitely don't want to, you know, root beastcoast out of this match just yet, but FaZe, they've been so exceptionally well. It's been a blast, a joy to watch them on Bind. Their aggressive style on both Haven and Bind. Does that carry over on the defensive half? Well, first we have to see the attacking half, and jammyz getting into the mix, only able to find one. ZachaREEE with that classic, able to double down, leaving now beastcoast. And a 3 versus 4 with a spike. It actually hasn't yet to gone down. They're trying to take U-Haul control, and I like this. A very crucial position, especially on this A site when you want to have those retakes. And now they've 100% secured it. They can go for the spike plan, and they realize that they've kind of overwhelmed them at this point with Elevate and TiGG trying to work together with a flank. Doesn't work out, and FaZe take the first round with relative ease.
Right here.
Cool relative ease. So many players. Kind of just a stack on site more than anything. beastcoast couldn't really put up too much of a fight purely because of what was their initial holds. And again, kind of equalizes once again, and yet another opening pissed around W for FaZe. Now we're going to see the economy actually get held back a little bit by beastcoast. A couple of teams have been opting to actually buy out in the second round, just to try to kind of break the economy of their opponents before, of course, they end up gaining too much space. But I think just the dynamic at this point for beastcoast is really just trying to focus on what would be playing the long game. And FaZe, they're getting pushed up against the ropes. They do have a little bit of challenge over towards mid, which, again, didn't end up equating into too many frags, just 1. Lots of damage being done by FaZe too. In comes the rotation from beastcoast. There's a couple players over towards long, and it would be a farm. ZachaREEE gets 1. Really just waiting for jammyz to appear. It's a 2-on-4 now, Sully.
Yeah, in different circumstances, I would call this a pretty solid setup for a retake. You've got 2 out towards long. You've got 1 in hook, a good control of the map, and if you have an extra player, that's probably the player towards the defensive side. But granted, they only have pistols. It's not a good setup. They go down quickly and swiftly. FaZe take a 2-0 lead. Relative is only losing, I think, 1 player in the process, if I'm not mistaken. So beastcoast, it is basically a bonus again. FaZe, the same setup with BABYBAY back on that frenzy, doing his frenzy thing, getting aggressive with it. So FaZe, they lose this round. They still have cash, plenty of credits to spend as beastcoast first rep around here, and they're hoping they don't drop this one or else they themselves will be financially reset.
And that's the struggle. FaZe, some of these players ended up reinvesting into this round. I think 1 player ended up upgrading their rifle. But then again, it's not even that crazy in a sense. I think FaZe are still sticking to their guns, to their own devices. But in comes a fast take from FaZe. Again, not really known for their quick takes, but definitely beastcoast. They're doing a great job thus far. That one-way cage, just so much damage for them, but damage being done by Marved. 2K for him. YaBoiDre just take one back onto ZachaREEE. That does give Beast Coast the man advantage. But now in comes a very fast rotation back over towards B. The spike will be able to go down. And FaZe, again, although at a man disadvantage, they have the positional advantage with B side being all theirs.
We gotta know this utility though. Beast Coast, they've probably got so much smokes. Oh, galore. Has to have some sort of paint shell grenade or at least the blast pack as well. Marved up in the hookah. They've got a good hold so far. I like the setup that they've got. One in hookah, one in towards long. A traditional B side hold. And when you've only got 2 players, it's the best you could possibly have. You can't sit in that tin can, and Beast Coast taking their time, really clearing out these angles, ensuring that they've got all the extremities covered. Smokes go down. They're fully smoked off, but they do have a lineup. That's what matters most. A recon bolt as well. A well-timed one at that, because it might reveal something, but Marv has got nothing to play off of. A spray needs to get this frag, but instead it is going to be Rawkus to give his teammate a chance. Another spray goes in, and Marv lines up a third. Marv, are you kidding me? Another 4K to save the day in FaZe. Keep the 13-0, they keep the 3, and they keep on going.
He didn't even need to do that. There was more than enough time for him to just run away. That last person didn't even need to get disrespected like that. My God, Marved, what a day he's having, and what a game he's having at the moment. 7 kills and nothing else to add on. The guy's just nuts.
I'm stunned. This, Jesus, Marved. I mean, we praise him because he is that ex-Counter-Strike player, but jeez, that's dirty. That's the second 4K he's had this series, and BABYBAY, well, he struggles to get the frag on the Bucky.
But he still has the Bucky.
Does get it in the end.
He literally lost the Bucky last round.
The thing is that, like, the Bucky, it's such a weird vibe, but the fact that BABYBAY, the fact that he wants to just, like, run and gun, literally just get into your face and do nothing but bother you, it somehow works perfectly, and, I mean, FaZe, they go flawless, 4-0.
Flawless 4-0 starts. Ladies and gentlemen, by the way, quick update on how the tournament will actually go. Of course, top 6 will be moving on into the closed qualifier stage. Again, every single team that is in this bracket is eligible to make it into the closed qualifier. There are 4 teams that have already made it to the first strike tournaments, and of course, those teams are not playing today. Again, the teams that were eliminated from the last tournament, they have yet another opportunity here in qualifier number 1 for UMG. So no real worry to worry you know, about overlap and whatnot. It's a fresh tournament, folks, and it's a fresh opportunity for teams like FaZe, who have all-stars. Corey now on the front lines. The guy's just fragging, makes his way out with a showstopper, stops his whole site, halts it. BABYBAY on God, what are you doing? Still has the Bucky. Corey with a 4K on the round. 5-0 for FaZe, man.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like we've only been here 4 or 5 minutes. 5 rounds have gone by in a blur. FaZe, world record speedrun, basically. Beast Coast, where is that confidence? Where is it gone? You don't have any cash. Right here. You hardly have anything to show for as well in terms of frags. Beast Coast, I hate to rip into them so hard, but FaZe, they're having a field day right now. Beast Coast, you need to step it up. You've got to put an end to the nuisance that is BABYBAY. The fact that Corey and Marv just have all this free room, and all this aggression to work with, it's absurd, Gus.
Dude, all of these players are just fragging. Like, it's not
every single one of them, yeah.
They're just pugging, and that's the thing, right? Once you catch that kind of confidence,
yeah,
there's no real way to stop it, right? The only way to stop it, the only way that it can get shut down, is by the team itself with that confidence. They're the only ones that can really shut themselves down. But, well, bdog.
Oh my God. That didn't just happen.
Unreal. Picked up the Bucky in market. And boy, oh boy, a taste of their own medicine. Gets a fat 2K with it. Now it's a 1-on-4. Make it a 1-on-3. Rawkus now has to face on what is a full A site. He doesn't need to. That's the thing. He doesn't need to. He can go to B, but YaBoiDre is going to get the kill. You guys see the word on your screen. It's thrifty. It's an eco round for Beast Coast.
That is... well, that's something. That's a way to pick up your first round now, isn't it? You know, Pick off a Bucky from your dead opponent and you make magic happen. 2 kills for bdog. That's not the way I expect the Beast Coast to find their first round, but hey, they'll take it any day of the week. FaZe still leading 5-1. Would you call that a fluke? I don't exactly know, because bdog kind of did just pop off, but still, FaZe still in relative complete control, I'd have to say. Really isn't much to analyze besides the fact that they're really just fragging out right now. Corey's doing a lot. Same with Marved. It feels like everybody in FaZe is somehow chipping into every single frag. While it does seem like it's an individual effort, it feels so coordinated and so flush in Beast Coast. Maybe this is the round where they put an end to it and put an end to their nuisance. You've got to dodge that. Dre's trying to get aggressive with a rocket. The showstopper, it doesn't last long enough for him to find anything. He's run out of time at this point. Stopped by that Hunter's Fury and stopped in their tracks as jammyz is knocked down to 28 off of the Nano Swarm.
And that's just unfortunate, but look at this teleport. Side is wide open except for one player in U-Haul that could make a whole lot of noise. That smoke does cover him up, but again, he does get exposed out finally. Again, just a singular Jett smoke did reveal the position, and now Marved gets that last one. It's a 4-on-5 retake. Couple of players from Beast Coast already low on HP. Partially and thanks to the great Hunter Sphere from earlier. In comes Elevate though, there you go. A 2K for him. Marved in a great off angle, going to be able to take down one. Now it's a 3-on-3, make that a 3-on-2. Good stuff from jammyz. The lockdown does take down one, and that's gonna take so much time off the clock. Elevate does not make his way out of the lockdown fast enough, and now it's a 2-on-3. Oh!
Sprayed down. Rawkus. 1v3, he's got this one. Shock dart and everything. There's surely no way he can drop this.
Whoa!
Rawkus!
Oh, threading the needle.
Shock dart.
My man, 6 to 1.
Literally shocking. Oh my god. Think about the things that need to happen for them both to be standing in range of that shock dart. His goal was to just take down the planter, but he catches both. Think of the odds of TiGG standing just inside of the radius of the shock dart for him to go down. Think of the HP factor. That feels like it's 1,000,000. There are so many factors that made that work, but FaZe, they'll take that any day of the week. 6 to 1. A miraculous clutch, I have to say, the very least. But Beast Coast, where's the response? You've been sent reeling back. You're stuck now in the teleporter. YaBoiDre will go out first. He's got his teammate not too far behind him, but there's not much they can do as they are knocked down to just one. bdog, another shotgun in his hand, but can he make it work again? Lightning doesn't always strike twice here, Gus. I think bdog he's striking for much longer.
Oh. Well. For the second game in a row, we get a 7-1 scoreline. Ouch. It hurts Sully. It really does. The score is going to get extended. It's going to be an eco round for Beast Coast, a half buy. Keep their economy at about 2,000 credits, something like that. I think some of these players even overbought, including YaBoiDre. That does break up their economy just a little bit. We might see most likely a Spectre in his hands coming up soon, or low util still with a Vandal in his hands. Hunter's Fury actually getting pulled out. Corey, BABYBAY all snagging frags. In comes jammyz actually with the stinger. Had a good position, but now he's just out of there. TiGG, he's just running through the smoke. Might even find a fat frag here over towards long, but it's simply not going to happen. jammyz gets caught off. Overwhelmed even, but now it's Elevate 1v3, has a sheriff in his hands. That was actually possible. Two of these players were extremely lit, but that's the round done and dusted. 8 to 1, easy peasy more or less, and Beast Coast will be able to buy back.
If history repeats itself twice, a 7-1 scoreline for FaZe on map number 2 should lead to a victory. I mean, the way that they're going about this entire game, the kind of the free-flowing style that they're giving BABYBAY, the room that he's able to create just as that Jett, feels like FaZe, they have got nothing to worry about. Beast Coast, I hate to say it, I mean, it feels like we've just been tearing into Beast Coast this entire series long, but there isn't much to praise. FaZe are doing an exceptionally good job of just finding opening picks, really pushing the limits of Beast Coast. forcing them to take these one-on-one duels that you normally wouldn't want to take a one-on-one duel, especially when there's a player just around the corner for a trade. A great setup as well. BABYBAY has created space, but he will be shut down. The space has been closed, the gap has been canceled, and bdog combines for a second frag to give Beast Coast an advantage in this retake.
Good stuff from Elevate, man. That little flick on was more than enough. Now bdog will be able to get himself 2 more frags at the very end of things. A 4K form. That's a good time to really wake up. He's been getting some scattered frags here and there throughout this game, and it's finally good to see those frags really come to fruition for an actual round. Still, the score is 8-2. Half is firmly in the control of FaZe. They will be able to buy for these last 2 rounds, so Beast Coast, they still have quite the mountain to climb.
Yeah, a lot of work to do, especially with the final 2 rounds of this half. Definitely hoping to pick up at least an 8-4. If not, then things definitely do change for the worst. FaZe Clan leaving Corey to his own devices. Up towards B middle, elects to back away due to the fact that there is a boom bug coming down. Doesn't want to give himself away too early on. And I think at this given state, Beast Coast, a stack towards the B site, a quick rotation as well with the from the shadows, gives them at least the possibility of making fast rotations, gives them the opportunity of stacking a site with need be. And this B site, it's stacked up pretty well. Lots of heavy defenses. You've got TiGG and YaBoiDre really locking it down in towards hookah. The boom has been spotted, but I don't know if TiGG shots. They might realize there could be 2, but jammyz out from long, out from the back of the site, picks up the first. And Corey, this is when you've got to get a move on, but you're not expecting TiGG. TiGG wasn't expecting it either. The blast back from Corey throws his aim off just enough, and now jammyz is doing the best he can. bdog's taking lots of damage from the nano storm, but still jammyz holds on. A 3v2, and bdog has to go massive, but nothing he can do will win this round. And BABYBAY picks up the final frag, and FaZe Clan find round number 9 as we head into the last of half number 1.
Into the half, and this light work for FaZe. Beast Coast, again, they've been dealing with scrappy buys almost this entire half, and like I mentioned before, I think it's coming down to a little bit of economic mismanagement. Again, it's the small things, you know, like players overbuying util, players overbuying the sheriffs when they don't exactly need to. Like FaZe, they've been more than ready in positions where they don't really need to worry about economic damage, right? So to that extent, Beast Coast, if they focus all of their efforts on one site off of a gamble, it would be a little bit more than efficient. But unfortunately, we haven't seen that dynamic. ZachaREEE, however, does take one back. Good for TiGG, though. A large spray over towards the mid area. Does take one back. Spike still hasn't gone down. It was about to go down, but again, they still are being very wary of these positions. bdog gets called out, but that's a little bit of information, but it's the man disadvantage for Beast Coast. bdog looking out. Watch out, BABYBAY goes down to the wide swing of bdog. It's all equalized. 2v2, 55 seconds left. There's more than enough Valorant to be played in this round still, and the rotation comes in.
Big frag coming out from the side of Beast Coast. They needed that one to stay in this round. They send the rotation back, and it will buy them a little bit of time to make adjustments. They're clearing out the rest of the A site, maybe expecting a fake, but the spike, it's gone down, and now FaZe Clan, they've got this advantage. What positions do they take? This is interesting. They're not going to expect this, Gus. They think that maybe they're going to go towards hookah. They know the TP was available, so maybe this is why they've taken up said position. They're backing away. You've already got Marved working his way into the back lines. They might not expect that kind of angle. And Rawkus, he's got to do everything. He's got to try and hold this down. Marved has been completely smoked off. They're going for the spray. They draw the attention away. Rawkus in a 1v1. Low HP on him. And jammyz, 6 bullets in the mag, has got Fate in his aim. And Fate is the name of the game. Beast Coast, they end the half on a high note and take round number 3, heading into half number 2.
That's very similar to what was the result from the last game. Beast Coast only able to take up 3 off the first half, and at that point, it was the advantageous side of Bind. Although it's very slight, this is one of the more optimal maps in Valorant, and again, that's not saying much, but again, they surely could have taken a little bit more advantage of it, but only taking 3 rounds. It's debilitating almost. FaZe now, they put themselves in the driver's seats, and again, I would be remiss to say if they don't win the pistol round, or if they win the pistol round, I think this game is wraps.
Definitely does feel like it. Everything kind of does reside on this, and you're on the defensive half as well. We know how good FaZe are. We've been, again, praising them all day long for that aggression because it's really the only team that we've gotten a true chance to see. In Beast Coast, I feel like there's so much more we could say, but we just haven't seen enough from them today. And especially in a best of three that matters, and you're not showing up to the best of your ability. It really is a game that FaZe Clan should not be losing. This pistol round, quiet from Beast Coast. Already aggression from Marv, taking assertiveness down towards the bathrooms. The only thing prohibiting him seems to be his own smoke, so he'll just dance around it. In FaZe Clan, they've got that early information. Marved will know ahead of time if they're coming towards A, and this three-player stack has worked out beautifully for them. The boom was meeting as well. Who goes down here first, though, Gus? 2 players in Hookah and 3 just outside from Beast Coast. There's surely a firefight waiting to happen.
It's a ticking time bomb. This hold especially, they were off angle.
Oh, they're gone.
Really just off kilter. But they don't pressure the scenario. Why, Sully? Exactly what you mentioned. They're out of there. There's only one person here on site, and it's Marved. Marved, he's not going to spot anyone over towards Market. But wow, look at how tight of an angle that was. Elevate, you absolute madman. Well, he's going to snag that frag. 2v5 now for FaZe. It's Corey and ZachaREEE. Smoke up. That actually blocks out the turret, so it can't exactly do much. Really just trying to put on as much damage as possible because, again, this spike is ticking away. In goes the cage, revealing so much space. Elevate will end up going down, though, to a flying ZachaREEE, to a bursting ZachaREEE. But that's going to be the round. Beautiful round from Elevate. That was such a massive kill on that site. And, well, FaZe, they fall apart. It's 9-4.
Yeah, beautiful kill from Elevate, but let's not overshadow the fact that Beast Coast played that exceptionally well as well.
Right.
Beast Coast, I mean, quick rotations. They realize they haven't gained Hookah control quick enough, so they say, let's abandon it. We still have TiGG kind of causing a confusion, kind of causing a ruckus out towards long. He can easily take that TP, come help us back on the site. They kind of have an idea where Marved could be as they walk into it, so they've got a really good positioning with TiGG coming on the flank. You have Elevate going for that insane swing. So Beast Coast, well played to them, and it's up to FaZe now to try and recover. There's no full buy, there's no forced investment into this one. It does seem like we have a Beast Coast round already with bdog picking up a spray down, but it actually isn't more than one. He only finds the first frag. Elevate's probably going to get his third quick kill, but thankfully YaBoiDre not too far away, mops it up, and Beast Coast a quick and easy 5th round on the board.
Quick and easy. I think this next one is going to be a lot more of a mountain to climb. FaZe, of course, they will have their buyback because they're safe from the last round. Beast Coast, it's that same mindset. You just hold on to the guns that you have from that second round investment as long as possible. They stick on to about 2K, and by the end of things, even if they do end up losing, they'll have just about 3.5 to 4,000 credits. So they'll be more than fine in terms of economy. FaZe, however, they're on the very verge of a reset. So this could start to get a little bit risky here for FaZe. Again, up against the ropes. And Beast Coast is pulling something that we didn't see too much from FaZe. It's a default at the moment where all of these players really just looking for positioning throughout the entire map. But not just positioning, but it's just mainly information in just hard 1v1s.
Yeah, and it's a little bit different as well from FaZe. You can kind of see the adjustment. Marv not getting aggressive at bathrooms despite there being a lack of presence. They have thrown the one alarm bot, so maybe that's reason as to why they haven't. You do still have BABYBAY not too far off, and Marved with a great paranoia to reassert dominance, get that early info, get that peek. He knows there are players there, and BABYBAY, a lot resides on his shoulders to hold this position, Gus. 3 players, 4 now even rotating into close proximity. They've got all 5 stacked up for this B site take, and BABYBAY, we know what he's capable of, but can he alone? His teammate can easily be smoked off, and it leaves him just by himself to try and hold the site back, but he's regrouped. And Beast Coast are ready and raring to take the B bomb site.
30 seconds left.
There you go. BABYBAY still on these front lines. There's a player on top of TiGG, but he has no clue. Dashes on away, but jammyz is going to keep on spraying. Gets the frag. Rawkus is up close, trying to get as much information as possible off of that recon bolt. Again, that's a good setup, but still nothing. All of these players are behind TiGG at this point, and only one over towards long, and they kind of know this. 2 in TiGG, but...
That did not just happen.
Nope. Pure vac from Corey. Get him out of here. Man, it's nuts. One is still around the corner. This take is still happening. ZachaREEE and Marved, they both need to make their way in. Corey still gets a kill. YaBoiDre trying to hold down this site for his team, but it's not going to happen. If we had the ability to replay, Corey, what on earth was that, dude?
I would lose it. That is insane. That's just pure reflex. I didn't see a Rico bolt. I didn't see anything. It's just instinct. Corey, that's absurd. The fact, I mean, it's even bigger in the grander scheme of things that he gets that frag, Gus. Because if he doesn't get that frag, it's so much more difficult for the side of FaZe to take it. Granted, the positioning was perfect. They were so fast in reaction to get back onto that B side. You had Marved already taking that TP, willing to take the 1v1 in order to gain that ground in FaZe. That's the confidence we want to see. That's the confidence they've been having this entire series. And it's a great setup for FaZe, but ultimately, Corey, icing on the cake is that frag there in Beast Coast. While they do still have cash, it was a great side take from the get-go. Can they replicate it here on this site? And fortunately enough, it does look like they're going for it. And with minimal utility to play with here from the side of FaZe Clan, they've already thrown down that utility from the Killjoy. There's an opportunity maybe for Beast Coast to once more get aggressive and abuse the openings that FaZe Clan are leaving.
FaZe, they do have guns in their hands. Now that we get to recover from that last round, we might see a little bit more damage. YaBoiDre putting on the damage onto a player in the back lines. Rawkus might go down to Dre, and indeed he doesn't. TiGG does return back the frag onto Rawkus. Corey, the showstopper, makes its way in. BABYBAY has full HP, but no armor, no rifle either, but he picks it up. Has to run on away for now, purely because he hears that teleporter. It's going to be the B site controlled by Beast Coast. But BABYBAY, he's been an absolute nutter throughout this entire game. And he's not going to get exposed early. BABYBAY! He has 20 HP against bdog's 53. Oh, good fake. That's incredible. He makes all the noise in the world, making his way over towards elbow. But BABYBAY needs to take advantage of this right now.
Wait, is he holding it?
bdog is taking the bait. Does he even have time to wait?
I don't think he does. The spike, it's so far gone already, BABYBAY. 1v1.
And he has no
to tap the
smoke.
spike. He's got to know. He has to know. He's got to realize this positioning, but no, he's faked. He's been duped, and he's been done. bdog doesn't have to do anything. He's won this round off of pure play by himself. No mechanical skill needed. It's all he needs is this big, bold brain and Beast Coast. They win the 6th round, Gus. But BABYBAY makes it so scary.
Well, that's unfortunate. Outplays himself. And BABYBAY, who has been kind of a top fragger for this team thus far today, is at the very bottom, 7 and 10. But even then, we're seeing glimpses, right, of really what is that pure fragging prowess
what he's been doing all day.
Yeah, absolutely. And well, now Sully. We just have to wait a little bit more. Potentially this run might be the one to break the back. Break the camel's back. Something, right? I don't know. It's a desert theme, right?
You're better with analogies than I am, yeah. It makes sense too, yeah. Fine as deserty.
Yeah.
If we were on Icebox, I would call you insane, but you know.
Would you?
Yeah, I mean,
a camel in a desert. That's just ironic. That's just funny. 6-10 storyline. Sully. It's a 4-on-4. We already had an interaction in hookah. And at this point, FaZe, they're not over-rotating. And Beast Coast is just chilling right now. Currently, a little bit of a default. Really just waiting for a small approach.
Yeah, they're kind of anticipating some sort of over-aggression. That's kind of been the thing that's been giving them openings all game long. They're not being given much, and they're not really taking any ground. All they've really got is down towards B middle. And I think because of that, they kind of have to commit to this B site. Take, obviously, BABYBAY trying to get very aggressive out toward long. Rawkus not too far beyond him as well. A Cypher cage at that, but look at the space that they're gaining already. A camera well timed to be
30
called upon.
seconds
They
left.
know exactly where they need to go, smoke down and everything, but that's not going to stop either of the two. BABYBAY willing to take the first fight, and that's the first frag. Dancing back away with the dash, BABYBAY. We caught a glimpse of that greatness, and bdog with a spike on his back is quick to make the rotation, and it's still a 2 versus 2. 10 seconds left.
10
The spike will
seconds
go
left.
down, and
Spike
beastcoast
planted.
still standing, but ever so barely.
It's a weird hold. Purely because of one is a very late rotation from Rawkus. And both of these players are waiting up in market. They need to clear out this market area ASAP. Spike will end up getting defused, but it can only go down to a spam. Now it's down to half. Marv does end up going down. Good spray from bdog. No more smoke. Rawkus has no more hope. He just has to go for it. Someone coming in. He is going to be able to get the spray down, but this round is over. TiGG is going to go down for his efforts. But good hold at the very end. Like I mentioned, it was a little bit weird, but that's purely because of where the spike was planted. If they just put both players over towards market, it's more than efficient. 7th round for FaZe, and now the economy for FaZe, it's a little bit low.
Yeah, same thing with beastcoast as well. He draws. I think it's kind of worth the risk. You know you've already lost the round. You bring TiGG back to the playing field where he will die to the bomb or the spike. And yeah, look at the economy damage that can be in this round. FaZe Clan, they've got sheriffs. We know what they can do with them. They've won eco rounds. And Beast Coast, they're fragile with their economy. FaZe Clan are hoping to abuse that fact and maybe get aggressive. They have called upon BABYBAY's knives. Blade Storm, quick dash, looking for something. He gets the first, but jammyz a quick and immediate trade back. But the thing is, that's an opening that maybe they could grab some sort of weapon, especially with Marved gets another frag, a tag on a jammyz as well. This is still close. Despite everything that's been going on, FaZe Clan still seem in control despite the guns that they've got. Early picks go their way, and ZachaREEE surely can get something else from this one. That goes, rings out and turns 2 into said ghost. Beast Ghost are down to just 1, and it's 16 HP compared to the 200 combined from FaZe Clan.
This will most likely be an 11th for him. bdog is such a rough position. And it's overall what is almost an insane early push from FaZe. Like something that they simply haven't done before in this game. Just hard pushing mid. Hard pushing what would be almost the spawn of Beast Coast.
30 seconds left.
And that in itself ended up breaking apart what is the pace of this game. Because now Beast Coast, that is going to be yet another thing that they have to look out for in the future. bdog, 20 seconds. Good, just go for the plant.
Cover going out.
This is such a tricky position,
fake
though.
smoke.
10
Muy
seconds left.
interesante.
Because they're so close to that TP. As soon as a spike goes down, they've got guns.
Spike
They
planted.
really just have to play together. If they get picked off one by one, and I hate to say it, then bdog deserves this victory. But he's been spotted out already by the Owl Drone. They know exactly where he's playing. The fake TP, never mind. You won't even get it out. 11-7. FaZe Clan off of the eco. A thrifty buy indeed. They make the pain. Or they make the best of the guns that they've got at Beast Coast now. 2 rounds away from elimination, and FaZe Clan 2 rounds away from the round of 16, which they couldn't accomplish in NSG.
No. I think in NSG it was just a very unfortunate run. And, well, the run just got easier, by the way, Sully. X-Set has been eliminated.
Oh my god. By Flow State?
Taken down by Flow State.
Jeez, that is not something I expected.
No.
That is not something I expected.
I don't think anyone did. Flow State.
Wow.
Really?
That
It
was a
seemed
game-
that...
that was like, I think that was going to be an exciting game, but I don't think anyone was expecting that to happen.
No, I don't think anyone was really expecting any hard action from that game, but of course they get a second opportunity, right? They're not eliminated from first strike contention. There's a second qualifier this weekend, ladies and gentlemen, starting on Friday, so that'll be fun. But of course we do continue as this round is about to get spicy. It's a 5-on-5 essentially on site. No, a 5-on-4. In comes jammyz. He's nearsighted, but he's still above. Watch out for jammyz. Watch out. He's just stuck waiting for the smoke to dissipate, but it's not going to happen. Marved goes huge. 3K for Marved. FaZe They have a 12th
Match
round,
point.
and now they're looking for map and match point to make their way into day 2.
The calmness of BABYBAY in close range operation settings. When jammyz is on top, he's barely a meter away from this man's face. And BABYBAY, confidence, coolness, he's collected. Quick shot with the operator, shuts down jammyz. You are saying watch out for him, but BABYBAY's the one watching him, and he's so calm on that close range operator fight. It's insane. Most players will overflick. They'll normally miss the shot due to an overflick, but BABYBAY, calm, cool, collected, knows how to take time and adjust his aim in order to find that frag. And Beast Coast, that was the golden round. That was the round they needed to win. And look at the position they're in now. They don't have much to play with. BABYBAY's been spotted, but thankfully he is a Jett, so he can easily dash and dart away. He's still dancing around the site. The Hunter's Crew has done enough to draw him away and giving them a chance to maybe take this site. But as I say that, 2 players, 3 players go down. It's just down to 1, and we have our top 16th placement FaZe clan. They take it in 2-0 fashion and take map number 2, 13-7.
Oh man, FaZe, right? What a reawakening from them. A slow performance in the last 2 official tournaments that they were in, and they have come alive here in UMG, and now they're only 2 best of 3s away from making their way into when is the closed qualifier for First Strike. Man, what a day.